can you tell me a little bit about the story of your film?
Well, Melody Makers is actually a UK story, so it's really exciting to be bringing the film to Raindance and having the UK premiere here. So it's about early music journalism and rock and roll, and it's based on a massive, largely unseen rock photo archive that was shot here in London, 1965 to 1975, so that 10-year period. And it's really about the stories behind the images and the stories from the journalists and the photographer and other people who work behind the scenes when sort of rock and roll, well, basically during the birth of rock and roll in the UK.
Amazing, wonderful. What attracted you to this subject matter?
The photographs. So Barry immigrated to Canada, the photographer, the main subject of the film. He came to Canada, I think, in 1989. And I met him in 1996, and he took some stills from my first film, which was a dark drama. And I knew I was going to turn the camera on him at some point. We had studios in the same building, and he was always regaling us with stories about his time on Melody Maker magazine and the stories behind the images he would share with us. So I thought it was hugely entertaining.
Wonderful. What do you hope your audiences will take away from your film?
I hope the audience will take away something that we've lost, and that is that the period really, the documentary really captures a period before the paparazzi, before the national press started picking on the idiosyncrasies of artists and exploiting that. So it was a very unique 10-year period where confidences were kept, there was trust between the artists and the journalists. And it also kind of looks at the shifting, tide in the music industry as well. So certainly changes in the musical press and the relationship between journalists and celebrity, and also, kind of where we are now in terms of the music industry. So I hope they take that away.
Wonderful. How does it feel to be selected for the Raindance Film Festival?
Oh, I'm honored. I mean, it's a very competitive film festival. There's lots of films that get submitted to Raindance, so I'm really excited to have been selected.
Wonderful. How important are festivals like Raindance to the film industry?
To the industry? I think it's really important. I think it's a great platform. It's an opportunity to share films that aren't necessarily going to get seen in a big Hollywood or a big Cineplex theater. So you get to see, filmmakers from all over the world. You get to see independent films that are really passion-driven. You get to see more films directed by women. So as a woman, I can say that festivals are big, and very important to women directors, because you'll often see films specifically directed by women who are also underrepresented in the industry, and the industry get to see these films as well. So it works both ways. The industry get to see films that they're not going to see really outside of an international film festival.